Hello, my name is Abe, and welcome back to Enter the Gungeon. Let's just do a paradox run today, that way I don't have to Alt-Tab, run the wheel, look at the wheel, see what character we're playing, not be able to read the text. Take two. There we go. No idea if I'm the only person in the world still playing. Whoa, the lucky crash into junk and start. No idea if I'm the only person in the world still playing Enter the Gungeon, but am I the only person in the world still getting these types of crashes? Because good lord. I know I talk about it every time it happens, but like it happens every time. So I have to talk about it. What else am I gonna talk about? The emergent gameplay of Enter the Gungeon, just don't get hit, forehead. Just dodge roll, silly. Ooh, it's a key. Gotta get the key. Well, if there's ever a run in which you don't need to get the key, it's probably a Junkin start run. We don't need the key. We can be happy just blowing up the chest, getting some Junkin payouts, some sick Junkin junk, some Junkin in my trunkin', and eventually maybe by floor 4, floor 5, this guy is gonna start being like a good dude. Well, he's a good dude, he's just gonna be a better dude. There we go. Fort Muller says, I don't play Gungeon with mods. Yeah, probably it's just Mod the Gungeon causing instabilities, since I do play with Mod the Gungeon on. Probably something related to that, or maybe it's just like a external issue, like a driver or a DLL changed at some point in like the 4 years since this game ever got its last update, and something like that is causing an issue. Computers are hard, and I'll say it once again, for anyone who didn't hear me the first time, RIP to all of the IT staff out there in the world having to deal with the massive computer issues that are plaguing airlines, banks, financial institutions, companies large, medium, and small due to the CrowdStrike disaster, AKA, if you haven't heard of it, a security company pushed an update to their security product that bricked probably millions of computers, and yeah, that's gonna cause problems when your like antivirus, malware protection, security software bricks everything. But like, at least in the United States, airlines have stopped, some banks don't work right now, like it's a pretty major deal, but YouTube and Twitch still run, and that's all I need. All I need is my updates to still, not updates, my uploads to still upload, and my stream to not crash. But it just seems like a total cluster. Oh man, you've gotta wonder, like, at least I have a passing interest in stuff like this. You gotta wonder what happened to cause this issue. You know, I know that they've acknowledged that it was their fault, that it's their software, their product that is causing the issue, but like, what happened? What's the underlying cause of this? I want to read the like 600-page report on what happened to cause this problem. I want to read the 9/11 Commission report on CrowdStrike and what specifically went wrong in their development processes that led to this issue. Because I find it fascinating, I really do. Connie says, F to the IT guys who have to fix 70,000 computers manually. Some computers will apparently be able to be fixed automatically, but the ones that have to be fixed manually require you to log into the computer in safe mode and delete a file. Whether or not that's feasible is something, you know, TBD, I suppose, but that is apparently the fix for it. Connie says, my favorite is a guide for fixing the problem, and it ends with jumping off a bridge if you use BitLocker. No, the problem is that for a lot of these companies, and this is gonna be the real problem, right? A little bit of temporary disruption is whatever, but this security software, this malware protection, if it's installed on, oh, I don't know, the server that has all of your security keys on it that you need to access the computers to begin with, then you have a bit of a problem. It's not that computers are using BitLocker, it's that computers might be using BitLocker, which is an encryption thing for your computer, and they don't have the keys to get into the computer because the server crashed, because it's protected by the thing that has the keys on it. And so that's the problem that people are gonna be having. Any company that doesn't have proper backups is gonna be screwed. And it's gonna be goddamn hilarious. This is why I want a report. I want to be able to read what happened. Because again, I find this kind of stuff fascinating. One of my favorite stories, and I've mentioned this before, is if you've ever played EVE Online, I have for like a grand total of 10 minutes, probably. But they put out, or maybe they used to put out, I don't know if they still do it, they used to put out these like really intense blog posts and reports about, hey, we're trying some new tech stuff and we're gonna talk about it. And one of the things that they were talking about was a bug that they introduced with their game that would brick computers. And they talked a little bit about it, about how in their video game, they have a file called boot.ini, which is a very critical Windows file for controlling your computer's booting operations. So they made a mistake which caused their game to delete your boot file, and you couldn't boot your computer. And they were saying, it's probably not a good idea to name a file in your game the same as a core Windows system file. And stuff like that is very interesting to hear about, and it's very interesting to know about. It's very interesting to read, like, them come to the conclusion of, don't name your video game files the same as Windows files. I want to read this kind of stuff. I love reading those reports. But I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd who loves that kind of stuff. It's the computer equivalent of locking your keys in the car. Well, it's the computer equivalent of locking your keys in the car when your car is actually a submarine at the bottom of the ocean. So, like, you can't get to the car to get the keys out of the car because the car is inaccessible. It's very funny. Quark, welcome. Welcome. Nerds Unite. Happy Friday. God, it's very funny. I mean, it's not funny for the poor IT workers who have to deal with this, but I find it very funny because I find it very interesting. I'm the type of person who, you know, if I was in charge of IT, I would be like, hey, I want to have backups. I've been in that position before at a company I worked at, being like, we don't have backups, I want backups. Oh, but we have more important things for you to be working on. I'd really like to have backups. Connie says I want to be a fly on their wall. Yeah. I can just imagine that conversation. Ladies and gentlemen, our company has tanked the global economy. What do we do now? Good thing no one uses encrypted drives, says Bard. Yeah, good thing. Yeah, sure. Oh, it's just... It's so funny. I'm talking about this with a smile on my face because it's so amusing and interesting. But again, not to the poor IT workers who have to deal with the cleanup. It's not funny to you. It's funny to me as the outsider looking in. All right. Well, this is interesting. We actually have, it works. Ooh, I do not have enough money for this. I'm gonna have to get cursed. We have a path to the black market on the oubliette. That does not happen often. And I'm wondering, God damn it, if we can get, it's 2 in a row that have exploded. I'm gonna blow this up too. 3 in a row. I wonder if we can get enough money, but I highly doubt it. There's no way of stealing. Does Shadow Clone let you steal? We need to figure this out first. Gungeon, Shadow Clone. Does it let you steal? Steal. It doesn't say. So I don't think it lets you steal. It's a good item though, but let's see what happens after the boss fight and then we'll think about it. I mean, getting the Patriot is a very good get. But if we're not gonna be able to get cursed, then we're not gonna be able to go into the black market. Anywho, what else is happening in the world today, you think? Anyone have anything happening in their lives they want to talk about? Anyone get a new internship at a particular security company? Fortune's favor with synergy. What a thrill. Well, I don't think we're gonna be able to go into the room. This doesn't protect me. I'm gonna buy Shadow Clone. I'm gonna see if it lets me steal. It does not. That's a rip. I would have actually preferred to buy the amulet. So I think we're done. I don't have curse. Yeah, I don't have any curse, so guess we'll just get the key, get the armor, and then get the heck out of here. It's a shame. That's a damn shame. And in case you don't know, the black market, aka the green head, 2 things. First of all, if you fire a water gun into its mouth, it gives you a free item. It gave us the Patriot, which is an S tier gun, the highest tier you can get. Second thing is the black market. It's a good place to be if you want to buy stuff, but you have to have either curse or $100 to get in. We only had $70. So I tried to see if I could steal with the Shadow Clone, which gives you curse. It didn't work, so we can't get in. We're done. Not much else to it. Connie says, I went to, and there's a cursed item right there. Connie says, I went to a beer festival recently. 'Twas fun. Nice. Did you get hammered? Drink any good beer? Well, there goes my old crests. I don't know why I didn't think he would shoot me, but he did. I've been thinking about maybe getting some drinks and having a get together or something at some point soon. It's been really hot lately, but the past few days have been nice and cool, so it's like, man, I want to like do something. That's not just sit in front of the AC. I want to have a pizza party. I want to do some yard work. I want to, I don't know, something. I'll figure it out. Connie says, might be at the moment a lot of great beer. Oh, you went to the, oh, so the beer festival was within the last like 6 hours. You're still coming down, huh? All right. All right. Connie, man, it's such good beer. It lasts like 2 hours, more like it. I see. Dude, give me junk. Thank you, finally. Connie says I have a barbecue tomorrow as well. Man, you're just having all the fun stuff. I should be friends with you. Well, you know what? There we go, there we go. Connie says, thank God I have a remote job. Yeah, not for long. You gotta get your ass in the office and start rebooting computers. Hold on, where's my bloop? There's my bloop. Get blooped, ghost. I ain't afraid of no bloop. You know, it's an easy decision to break the chests when they are all blue. Huh? You know what? If we do get a gun out of this, maybe we'll get a different item out of our boss fight. Of course, I gotta shoot when the skull's coming. Ah, whatever. You know what? Screw you. I'm not gonna open that. Ah, come on. You dare give me a blue chest from Gun Game? That's the hard one though, or one of the hard ones, because I don't know how to hit the one in the back. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. If you have flight, it's very easy, but it's always easy with flight. Although I wonder if you can cheese it by dodging into one of the blocks. You'll fall into the drink, but maybe you'll stop the block from moving for a second, and then you can get in there. More easily with your bullets, because the blocks aren't in the way. Could work, that could work. That could work. Go, my junkin, and murder for me. The Nor says, Abe's for once as bad as me on that game, on the gun game. That's one of the hard ones though. I don't know where to aim the bullets. I don't know, man. Abe, we thought you were good at this game. I'm sorry, man. It's not me. It's the game, man. Dun, dun, dun. I think I've hit all the targets like twice in my life. There's always one head that just feels impossible, says the Nor. Until honk, you learn the pattern. Some of them do feel pretty hard to get. But some of those gun games are easier than others. Some of them are trivial. You just have to line up your shot. Other ones, it's like, okay, there's 4 moving platforms. Where do I have to aim to actually get the damn thing to hit. No idea. Good luck, son. Kindy says, hey, by the way, Pacific Drive got an update today. It's also getting another one in the fall with more difficulty options and new game settings. Well, I mean, wouldn't I have to play the game once to get the new game settings? I've played the game 0 times. Or do you think the game's gonna be too easy for me? Abe's gonna need the new difficulty settings. Or maybe you think I'm gonna need an easier mode. That Abe guy, he sucks at driving. I think I'm an okay driver. I've only gotten a ticket once for speeding. And it was bull, okay? Because it was I was going 35 at a 25. I had pulled out of a grocery store parking lot and the 25 sign was behind me. I didn't see it. Cop pulled me over like 8 seconds later and I was like, oh, I didn't see the sign. He's like, yeah, it's no problem. I'm still gonna give you a ticket though. Jerk! No, he was cool. He was all right. And then I did get pulled over once and given a warning. I don't remember how fast I was going there. Apparently also on another one in winter that's redacted. Who knows what that's gonna be, says Connie. For Pacific Drive. Is it really a game that would benefit from like New Game Plus options? As someone who's pretty much never really even seen much about the game at all, I have no idea what it's about. I just bought it on the Steam summer sale because it was super cheap and you were like, Abe, buy this! Buy this and I'll continue to subscribe. And I'm like, oh, all right. Hey, buy and play this game and I'll continue to subscribe to your very reasonable channel and YouTube channel and Twitch channel where you produce okay content and lots of it. And the portion sizes too. No idea if there's a New Game Plus, says Connie. I guess you haven't beaten it, huh? Well, I'm sure you've beaten it, but... All right, that Bulletkin, he actually was the bullet that time. It doesn't always happen, but sometimes it does. He became what he is, the bullet. There we go. Man, this might be the earliest I've ever gotten max level Junkin. And this is after 3 chests didn't give us anything. They just exploded into nothing. I mean, I'll take it. Very glad I went through this room. Arcatraz, welcome. How are you doing today? Yay, Gungeon. Yay for more warm-ups. At the very least, for, let's see, 6, 7, 8, 4 more warm-ups. And then after that, it's whether or not Abe wants to. Connie says, yay, more filler until 1,000, which has already been recorded. But it's such a good run, I've got to wait and make it a special. Should it be a special 2-parter? I would say no. I'm just gonna make it a special 1-parter. I could make it a special clip show episode. I don't know, do I have enough Gungeon clips for that? Dun, dun. Or you can just do 3 more warm-ups and then blue ball your viewers in perpetuity, says the Nor. Yeah, I'll make that one the good run, episode 999, and you'll never get 1,000. Until I get 1 million subscribers, and then we'll do a special, a super special, as it was. The Ultra Omega special. Hell yeah. Connie says, make it a 2-parter and add a previously on in the beginning of part 2. I mean, it would it would be like a 3-hour Gungeon run if it's only in 1 part. That's the only reason I would do a 2-part. But we'll talk. You know, no spoilers, no spoilers. That's your spoilers. This is an advertisement for episode 1000. You won't believe the kind of run Abe Clancy had on his 1,000th or more YouTube video of Enter the Gungeon. There's thrills, there's chills, there's unlimited items. Maybe, maybe not. Stay tuned and find out. Infinite potential on an infinite Gungeon run. That's right, you're here forever. 1,000. More like 2,000. And then it cuts to you strapped to a chair, eyes forced open in a mechanical apparatus, forced to watch Gungeon runs for eternity. No! I gotta get him. I need the key for some arbitrary reason. The table broke. Set 1000th episode is gonna be Gungeon 2. Electric Boogaloo. Work says, my company was already dealing with an IT issue, so I've been in the dark about the wider IT issues. Time to catch up. Honestly, maybe that's a good thing. Like, imagine how lucky it would be for like someone working in a company or someone to be like, oh crap, our firewall it burst into flames and died on us. 5 minutes before this nonsense happened. Oh, what's that? We're finally back online and we're the only company in the world on the internet. What happened? That'd be great timing. That'd be great luck. Honestly, that's the type of luck I would have. Oh, what's that? Just so happened to perfectly dodge the consequences of inaction? Why, yes, my name is Abe Clancy. Oh man, I've got some like, if I wanted to, I could tell you some like IT horror stories from back when I was working in at an IT job, but whoa! Mac 10, Fox Cannon, Patriot, Corsair, Mutation, Smiley's Revolver, Rogue Special, Blooper, Glacier, Mac 10. Ah! Okay, Commando, it's the beholster gun. It's always the beholster gun. It's the final gun. Doodaloo-doo. Doodaloo-doo-doo. I don't have the beholster gun. As such, we're not gonna get the beholster. It's not here. Fingers crossed we get it after the boss fight, I guess. Man. This could have been a 1,000 episode worthy run. Only if we also got Cormorant in the same run. It would be the most unlikely event, and a rainbow chest, and a glitch chest, then it would be the most unlikely Gungeon run possible. Someone will run a statistical analysis of it and come to the conclusion that I've cheated. There's no way he could get that many blaze drops. Abe, have you been randomly clicking on YouTube videos again? Yeah, I have. Dealerships had to go back to paper after CDK got a cyberware attack, says Scipio Scion. What is CDK? Ooh, that's a good one. I don't know that abbreviation off the top of my head. Like car dealership companies with a K? Oh yeah! Shadow Clone fires your shots from Junkin for some reason. Each Shadow Clone does as well. Abe Topical Clancy speaking on the most current controversies. That one might be a little bit dated, yes. What do you mean for some reason? Junkin's the main character. Well, then why is it also firing my bullets? There's the question. I guess we'll buy one and then move on. Carry on, carry on. As if nothing even matters. Do. It's just their online management system. Okay. How would I know that? You hit me with a knowledge drop, but also you did it in a way that's like, wow, do you not know this? It's their online management system. I'm kidding, by the way. But only partially, only partially. He's not homing in. Junkin's gonna carry me on this run, right? You're gonna do all the hard work, right, Junkin? I'm just gonna be the spunky comic relief. Oh, that Abe guy, that Gungeoneer. Playing TFT, says Scipio Scion. Now, is that in fact Team Fortress 2? Or is that Team Fight Tactics? Or is that, The Fighters themed game? Or is that, these friggin' Terminids? I did see that, yeah, I did see that Team Fortress 2 got an update, but it just added community maps? So like, what was in the, for anyone in the know, what was in the Team Fortress 2 update? Can you explain it to a non-TF2 player about why it was a good update, if it was a good update? Heavy update waiting room, says Connie. I don't know what needs to be updated. I don't play it. I'm sorry. Good maps, cosmetics weren't awful. There you go. Gotta get your new hat, right? Heavy updates like a meme, it's been years. Why does the Heavy need an update? Isn't he perfect? You dare say Matrushka is not perfect? I don't know the name of this gun. Matilda? They buffed one of the worst weapons in the game. It counts as a fix, but it's a buff. Nah, you were just playing with it wrong. Whoa, 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 whoa. I got stuck. I got stuck on a wall. All right, other than getting Junkin on this run has been remarkably tame. Especially considering the runs that we've had recently. Wink. Wink, wink, wink. Hoink. Oh, that's done. Finally, we get Helix bullets when we can't really get the super synergy from it. I think we've reduced Junkin's damage output with Helix bullets, but I like it enough anyways, and I'm not gonna mess with it. Teleport a prototype? Yeah, maybe we can skip some of the next floor. All right. So lucky on Junkin's 3 streams, 3 Junkins, says Ash and Ran. We have not had that many, right? Have we? Maybe we have? I don't know, I can't remember the last stream, much less the last 3. This is gonna be a great sounding room. Never mind, I take it all back, this run is awesome. If I remember, I already thought of a good title for this one. Duck Duck. Even if it's a title that only makes sense once you make it to the dragon fight. Sometimes that's the way it goes. It's hard to think of 1,000 titles for Enter the Gungeon. Username says, hopefully whatever guy is working on TF2 can sneak more fixes into weapons. Probably in that case, I'm assuming what you mean is, oh, I don't know, Valve hasn't really been updating the game. They've been kind of leaving it to sit for a while, minimal effort put into updates on it, etc., etc. player base feel like they're just being forgotten about. I mean, it's an old game at this point, right? Like, man, I can't. How old is it? Wait, why am I doing this? It's an older game, sir, but it checks out. I'm honestly surprised that it's still getting updates, community content, and whatnot. Either that means that Valve still likes the game and they want to continue to support it, or it's still making them money. Fine, old game 2007. Is it really that young? You know what? That makes sense. It's probably still making them money because it probably still is, you know, generating cash from things like the Steam store, right? Like you can sell all of your knife skins on Steam and then earn a quarter off of each one. What is the most expensive thing sold on the Steam marketplace? First question. Second question, why? Third question, why is that not exactly like NFTs? We go down. Quark says Abe TF2 is nearly old enough to vote. I suppose that puts it into perspective somewhat. This is not the right way. Wait, is this the right way? This is a horrible, like, layout. Very unintuitive. So I guess not horrible layout, just unintuitive layout. Is this really the boss fight? Yeah. Wait, is it? Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, well, maybe. Maybe yes. What a strange layout. So from here, down, just over, and then up here to the side. Maybe it just looks strange because I haven't dealt with the other parts of the room yet. There's a TF2 hat that's worth a small fortune, says username. But why though? Why though? Ashenran says, I've heard people speak of NFTs, I just don't know what they mean. Oh, well, they probably don't either. That's... Oh, I was thinking this morning in the shower. The other day we were talking about like a first-person Gungeon and like guns you could have in the game. I got an idea. It's a gun called the Star Cannon. Kind of like the Terraria gun, of course, but every time you shoot it, it shoots out a celebrity. And then in my mind, I got to thinking, okay, well, what would the sound for the gun firing be? And the only thing that I could think of is, it's a gun, you shoot it, every time you shoot it, it goes, wow, 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 wow. So it's a Star Cannon, but the only thing it shoots is Matthew McConaughey. which I believe is the actor I'm thinking of. There you go, there's my gun. That's Owen Wilson! Matthew McConaughey's in Owen Wilson films. Ah, whatever. They're all the same. They're all the same once they get fed into the star cannon. Anyways, there you go. There's our run completed. Our warm-up gungeon destroyed. That was a pretty good warm-up run. Feel limber, I feel warmed up. My computer didn't crash again. That's nice. And I'll mention it once again for everyone on YouTube. There's gonna be an episode 1000. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good, real good. For those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch for when I go live. Support the channel at the various links below in the video description, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Enter the Gungeon.